Are you ready to elevate your review days? Our students love Kahoots, they love Bookits, they love Jeopardy, they love all the games. But let's bring it to a new level. I am about to show you what your students' new favorite review game or content game that they're ever going to experience. Let's look at Gimkit. For those of you who are new here, I am Jill Nabina. I'm an educator and I'm here to show you awesome free online resources that you can use in your classroom to make your job just a little bit easier, a little more fun, so that hopefully we stop quitting. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to gimkit.com. Before we proceed, I want to brag on the CEO and founder of Gimkit. His name is Josh. He created Gimkit as a high school student in 2017. He started working on it because he was inspired by Kahoot, but he felt like it was a little boring and he wanted to create a game that was something he would actually want to play at that level. So this kid is awesome. He's already worth well over $1 million. And he created this game at age 22 and it's continuing to grow. It's an awesome platform you're going to see. So go ahead and sign up for free, people, and let's see why I think this is the coolest educational gaming system on the market right now. I always share that story with my students because I find it to be really inspiring and hopefully they can take something that perhaps they find boring or mundane within their school day or within their life in general and use that as an opportunity to better society, better education, better the world, and that those moments in their life are not just happenstantial. So I think that I love the founder of this. It's such a cool story. Log in, you would see all of your kits, or if you wanted to click on your school, you could see what other teachers have made. But largely the feature that I'm going to use here, just like Kahoot or Bookit or some of these other features, is search for kits. So let's say you're doing a unit on Martin Luther King. You can search and there's tons of pre-made Martin Luther King Gimkits. My suggestion is to pick ones with a little bit of a higher number of questions because sometimes the kids can really fly through it. If you pick some that only have maybe 15 questions, if you're playing the game for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's not really enough questions for that short of a time frame, unless you're doing like a math or a science, something that's going to take a little bit longer to answer the questions where they actually perhaps have to write out the work, then that might be more notable. But for something more historical, I would perhaps click one like this. You will find occasionally you have like, look, they threw in a math problem, or sometimes you'll find like this one is made by Jennifer Lund. She might have a random question about her personal life in here. So that can be something you definitely want to look for before selecting your Gimkit. But let's say I select this one. Unfortunately, it is a paid feature to click this copy. If I wanted to copy this Gimkit as like my starting place and then grow it and add my own questions, I would have to make a copy. I would have to upgrade to Gimkit Pro. And we will talk about pricing at the end of this video and whether I think it's worth it or not, but that is a paid feature. Okay, let's say you are not satisfied with any of the pre-made kits and you don't want to upgrade to Pro because you don't want to use those as your starting features. You can create your own kit here. So let's say I'm still doing my Martin Luther King Gimkit. I can pick my subject. I can do this as a counselor. This is great for social emotional learning opportunities. And the reason you're picking a subject is because if you make this a public Gimkit, you're allowing other teachers to utilize the questioning. So by narrowing this down, it helps other teachers to have access. Let's say I'm a librarian, okay, and I'm making this. I can search photos, it makes it kind of fun. Okay, not the greatest photos for Martin Luther King, but that's okay. It's neither here nor there. Let's say I want this. So here here's all the different ways that you can do this. So I can import from a spreadsheet. I can add from a question bank, which is when I'm using, this is the hack for how you can use someone else's questions. So if I really like Christopher Conley's questions, I can come in here and add them one at a time. So I'm not able to copy his exact, but I can add them and I can hodgepodge them together. So I'm adding some from him, some from Jennifer. I really liked Jennifer's questions. So that's one way to do it. If you wanted to create flashcards, This is a really fun tool because it uses AI to generate incorrect answers for you. We all know that sometimes half the battle is coming up with the incorrect answer. So I can type all of my correct questions here and then all of my answers here, and then it will come up with the incorrect answers. So that saves you a little bit of time. And then I can also just go old school. I can ask a question here. What is MLK's favorite color? Okay, please don't come for me, people. I don't know his favorite color. Maybe it's blue. It's definitely not pink, it's definitely not purple, and it's definitely not beige. So then I can add a photo. That's fun. I can say beige, try to throw them off a little bit. I can add audio here. I can add an equation, which for all of you math teachers out there, that is a clutch feature. Something else I want to highlight in this add your own question is you can do text input. So if you want people to know exactly what MLK's favorite color is and type it blue, you can say, I want it to be exactly the color blue, or it contains the blue. So if they say baby blue, they still get the answer right. That's a really great feature. This is just there, it's all free. This is so detailed for your questions to be completely free. So then I want to make sure that this is set to public. If you leave it as private, then other teachers don't have access, but you can. And then if you change it to private, no one can search it. So sometimes if you're doing get to know you student games or personal SEL content, like maybe for counselors, then the private option might be a better option for you. But that's all you do, all done. So now I have my game as Martin Luther King on my Gimkit. You can play it live in class, or you can assign it as homework if you have Gimkit Pro, which is the paid for version. So let's say you're happy with the pre-made version of this Martin Luther King Gimkit. You're going to click play live. This is where it gets fun. So in the free version, they rotate out the free games, which I actually think is so fun. They don't just have a set feature of what the free game is. They have all of these games on Gimkit, and the students love them. Like, I am not exaggerating. This is by far and wide the most favorite thing we can do in class. Capture the flag is very fun. Draw that is fun. They love Fishtopia. So I've actually gotten to play most of these just on the free version because Gimkit alternates the free ones every single week. It's really cool. So right now I wouldn't be able to play any of these down here unless I upgraded to the pro version. But for now, if I click capture the flag, and it's just like with Kahoot and all of the bookets, I can decide how long I want it. This is how much energy they get per question that they answer, which you'll start to find a cadence. This will depend largely on your content matter. If you're doing math problems that take a long time to solve each question, you're going to want to give them more energy. If the questions are quick, like maybe you're doing a vocabulary review, then you could probably lessen this or leave it at 1000 so that they have to answer more questions. This is the educational component of what you're going to want to do. You can do a nickname generator, so they're forced to use a preloaded Gimkit name. You can allow them to join late or not join late, and that is sort of how that works. So this is going to assign them different teams. It's really fun, and you get to play as well for a lot of the different ones. So the kids they can scan this QR code to join. You can share a join link if you're on a Zoom call, or you have a quick way, put it on Google Classroom for the kids to click a link to join. Or if they want to play on their phone, they can join this way, gimkit.com/join, and enter the code. So here, this is capture the flag. So what happens is you're going to be assigned teams and flags, and they have to run and capture the flag and run away from the other. Obviously, there's no one here right now, but as I'm running and fighting the other team, I will run out of energy. And then in order to get energy, I have to answer the questions. So that's how the educational component is built in, but it's more of like a video game, more interactive than just like a multiple choice click type of thing. And that's why the students really, really enjoy this. Another amazing feature that Gimkit has is you can actually make your own courses, your own games. I have an entire tutorial on that, and I'll link it in the description. It's called Gimkit Creative, and that is next level as well, especially for your students who are looking for enrichment or opportunities to be a little bit more creative. It's a really, really fun platform. Okay, so here's the earth. Okay, y'all don't even get that reference. What are Gimkit's subscription options? You can pay for Gimkit annual at about $60 a month, or pay for it monthly at $15 a month. Obviously, I think this is hilarious. He literally breaks it down like, which one's a better deal? Well, some basic math will tell you that obviously the annual is the better deal, because at 4 months, you are paying the same price as a 12-month subscription. But if you want to just try it out for a month and see if you're actually utilizing it, then go ahead and do that. What I love about Gimkit's Pro pricing is they actually offer a department option. Hallelujah. I feel like it's either like district wide, like how am I supposed to get my 50,000 student school district to pay for some subscription, where I can maybe get the 12 teachers in my department to use their money to pay for this subscription. So way to go, Josh, you awesome, awesome person. So you can pay for this as a department for $650 per year. That's up to 20 teachers. So a lot of those smaller schools out there, you can probably get together with another department. Maybe math and science get together and pay $650, $1,000 for the entire school. So talk to your principal. I am a big believer, you have not because you ask not. Go ask, especially when you're integrating awesome technology that is engaging for students. You'll be surprised what principals, department chairs, schools can come up with to make it work, especially if you are willing to help teach other teachers. And you know what, all you have to do is share my video and then they'll know how to use it. So yeah, that is Gimkit Pro. Do I think it's worth it? I do, if you are a big into gamification, because this is the GOAT of gamification in the classroom. I'm a firm believer in that. It does offer a lot of really cool features for free. So my suggestion is that you just begin to work with the free version and see how your kids like it. And if they're really getting into it, then yeah, I say Gimkit Pro is worth it. I also love the story behind it. I think it's inspiring for our students to see a student who came up with something so awesome and engaging. So there's my take. Ta-ta for now. So thank you for watching Miss Nabina's channel. Please like and subscribe, and do come back now, you hear?